it's over 1615s, so it's quite a bit. So I would like it to just pause a little bit here or pull back. I'm keeping a close eye on WKHS, waiting for it to pop a little bit. Just would like to pop for a 16. But you can start slow, guys. Here, sometimes it wouldn't reach 16, so you can start slow. WKHS 1585. Watching the level 2 and time sales. Right, still watching WKHS, guys. I've started quite small. I've started like 1/4 of the position here on the close to 16s. I'll add, and then once it starts confirming, I'll add to the full position. So the reason why I started adding is sometimes it might not reach where we're waiting for. So WKHS started small, 1/4 of the position, around 16s. If it does get there, I'll add another half, and then once it starts confirming, I'll add full size on it. And my stop is a little bit to the larger side, 16 over 16, 25s, 23s, and I've got a mental stop on it at the moment. Alright, there we go, WKHS. Alright, breaking recent lows. We want this momentum to continue, obviously. 1560s, 1550s as an area. I want to see how this candle closes. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, what else? Right, guys, ALF, I'm shorting, starting 1155, stop 1180s, 1155s, 1180s is the stop, ALF. And I will add to it when it starts breaking 1150s. I'm starting small on this with 1180s stop. 1180s stop. Start small on it, guys. It's not. It hasn't confirmed yet. It's not the best of the setups, but it is there. So shorting ALF right now with 1180 stop. So we got two trades going on right now. WKHS started a bit early. Looking back, it wasn't actually early. It's good timing there. So what I've been seeing is usually I would wait, but I've been seeing they don't give us really sort of opportunities. They just run after a few bars of pause. So that's why I started early on WKHS. And but the ALF, the idea of waiting, ALF is there. Quite a bit of congestion going on the before it actually starts moving. So this is basically the calm before the storm kind of thing. So I'm hoping it will be to the downside, the storm. Yeah, just keep a close eye on ALF. So start managing on these. And Roku Right, guys, quite a bit of opportunities today. See, I'll keep an eye on those two that I'm trading on the other charts. Roku, I would not alert, guys. I will trade it myself, but I wouldn't alert this. There's huge. We're talking risk level of more than $1. So I wouldn't alert this, but there's opportunities there. Alright, so with the WKHS, I'm gonna pull my stop just over 16 from initial. Now I can put a hard stop on it. Hey Scott, how's it going, man? Thanks. Sorry, I wasn't checking on the chat. I just left it alone. Emrin, what did it do? Yeah, that's a short for you. Emrin, I'm thinking if Emrin might be all day fader today, but it's so expensive. It's just I just don't touch because it being so low price stock, the risk to reward is not there for me. But actually, a lot of people trade these things on the front side. To be honest, they short them like crazy on the front side because they know most of these stocks are rubbish. They'll come out with phase one, phase two news and stuff like that, just trying to pump it. Most of the time, short sellers will actually beat the hell out of these kind of stocks. So there is a strategy there. A lot of people apply. But it comes with a lot of overhead costs. You basically have to pay your broker to actually borrow the shares from, if they have any. If they don't, they'll have to look for somewhere else to actually buy it for you, and that's when a lot of costs come in. But yeah, a lot of scalpers traders will be loving this thing today. Any pop on this will be shorted, I believe, unless it actually comes back and breaks 330s now, ideally 350s. WKHS and ALF, I would really like ALF to break 1150s. If it does, I'll add some to it. Still wouldn't be full. Even if I added 1150s, under 1150s, it will be kind of like I would be in 50% position on it. And still waiting on WKHS to do something. This might be quite slow, but when WKHS runs, if you catch it, if you're on the right side, it could be a good. It does move, so I'm not worried about moves on WKHS. Right, I could not get in, guys, on the ALF second entry. I couldn't add. I could not add. I'm stuck with only like 1/3 of the position on this. I would have liked to. That's fine. Now we want 1140s to break, and if it does, then we are really good to go, guys. Look at the daily, right? That's the level. 1140s is the level. If that breaks, guys, we got tens. Yep. So I feel good about this, unless it actually bounces from here, which means our stop is already 1178 80s. So I'm sticking with that. WKHS 1150 70s, 1590s. I feel like I want to add there, but I'm sure it's gonna go before I add 16, because I pulled my stop down a bit. I could afford to add, but the way it's reacting is not actually doing. There's no follow through on this, guys. I'm not gonna add on a WKHS. Just keep my stop over 16 and that's it. Right, 1150. So I might add on ALF, guys. It's giving me the chance to do that now. Eleven fifties, guys. ALF. I added a little bit 1150s, so I'm running like 50% of my position on it. You could, however, add 11 on the break of 1140, but that's a bit risky. Instead of doing that, I'll wait for that 1140 to break completely. The bar closes, few of the bar closes and starts trading underneath 1140, and then I'll decide how it whether to add or not. There's a bit of spread on it as well, ALF. Guys, if 1140 does break, I already put my limit order just before 11, just in case if it washes. You might not have the chance to actually take it out if you don't have limit orders, guys, because I mean, I call this like almost like a squeeze. So it's getting tighter and tighter. If it does sort of break that, usually it's a good wash. WKHS, guys. I am gonna on WKHS. I'll be a bit tighter, guys. Yes, my stop is hard stop is over 16s, but I might exit this before it gets there with a very very small loss, because it's completely doing opposite of what I expected it to do. So I'm gonna be very careful on this. 1603 is the stop. Scott, no. Actually, I'm planning to buy it. No shorting TRCH today. No, for the whole day. No, I'm not shorting it. Oh freaking hell! Yeah, it was a good buy today. And today is the buy day. Is the bounce day basically for TRCH. So, guys, be careful shorting this thing. So where were we? WKHS. Scott, you can hear me properly? The charts are refreshing properly. Is it close to the live price? So look. Come on, ALF. We need you to break that 1140s. Gotta break. Right, guys. WKHS. I'm gonna put the stop, hard stop. Bring your hard stop down 1595s. That's what I'm gonna do, guys. 1595s. Okay, ALF. Keep an eye on ALF, guys. I really want a good wash on this here. Okay, that volume came in a bit, but it's not good enough so far. Yeah, definitely I could talk about that, Scott, for sure. Just a bit later on, yeah, maybe in about half an hour or 40 minutes. Um, it's I keep it very simple, guys. You be amazed like how simple it is. You will almost not believe me. um, there we go, ALF. We're good with it. We're in the driving seat, guys. ALF. Now easily, guys, you can put your stop to break even if you haven't taken anything out. I'm waiting for the 1110s, guys. There we go. There we go. 1110s. Let's go. Even before 1110s, I'll take because on the washers normally there is always a bounce unless it's very very weak. So 1110s ideally partial, but your stop on break even. So we've got almost like a free trade running on this ALF, guys. We have a free trade running. It's a good position to be in. Just relax and adjust your positioning. I mean, manage your position. The only thing that's misbehaving is WKHS, guys. But then again, we buy stops very tight, so even if it takes me out 1195, I'm happy. Stuck to my rules. Kept it tight. But again, as you can see, guys, this squeeze that's happening, same thing with WKHS. The only difference is the squeeze was happening on this one at the bottom, as you can see, before it actually broke down. Right at the bottom here, this zone. And on this one, it's actually happening on the top. So that's what worries me. The price action is huge. It tells you the telltale signs of what it wants to do. So if you're confused about what I mean, let me just try to draw something here for you guys. So this squeeze that I'm talking about on the ALF happened at the low of the range, and the squeeze on WKHS is happening at the top of the range. Do you see what I'm talking about, guys? But right now it's acting nicely. What I don't want this to do, well, there we go. Okay, there we go. That's perfect. Right, guys. Now 1160s would have been a good area for a small partial, not a lot, small partial. Remember, WKHS can run, so 1150s, 55s as first partial. 11. Sorry, 15. Sorry, let me just rephrase that. So 1560s, 55s is the first partial on WKHS, just to bank in some. There we go, your partials there, right? You got your partial, guys. Move your stop to break even. Done.